Gurubhyo Namah. Arunachala Shiva. What I would like to share today is something that Bhagavan has always said constantly, consistently, and all his direct devotees, the direct disciples, even though he did not consider them as disciples per se, they were his disciples, and especially Annamalai Swami, Muruganar, and many such were direct disciples. And they basically not just parroted or just expressed like how people do nowadays in Facebook, but lived through that experience of what Bhagavan was saying, and they could manifest that within themselves, that experience. And it is very clear in someone like Annamalai Swami and others. And I'll express that here briefly. One is, Bhagavan was always saying, you have an Atman, self, Atman, and you have it right now. It is not something to be attained. If I have to become the richest man in the world, I have to attain that. If I have to become a president, I have to attain that. If I have to become a good something, I can't even attain that in this lifetime. I have to wait for lifetimes. All that is great. All that exists. But when it comes to attaining self, there is no such thing as attaining self. You are the self. If you are having an awareness, unarvu, that awareness you have right now, what you think as limited body mind, the mind that is giving you all the sensory. With my eyes, I can see the pinkish sky, the beautiful mountain, the paddy field, rich paddy fields, all that I can see, I can feel, I can hear, all that I am aware of this quiet, serene evening. But all this is not limited. This limited thinking is like Annamalai Swami says that if somebody is going in a car, if the person thinks that they are the car, that is their ignorance. Bhagavan says, if the owl which comes in the middle of the night or late in the night thinks that there is no sun or the sun is not available, that is the fault of the owl and not the sun. So it is your awareness that has put its own limitation. The fact that you are able to be aware is the fact that is because you are the consciousness, the Brahman, the Sarvam. Now that Brahman, Brahma, all that, is what you are, direct. Now, then people ask very intelligently, why can't we understand this when you explain, when somebody explains, and we understand this when we read this, and when we read that listen to that in pravachanam with different voices, different analogies and all that. But why can't we sustain in that state? Well, human being is greedy. We think everything is a buffet lunch. Have that, have this, like, I myself have done that. I have done that. 60 dishes will be there and try to stuff all the 60 dishes in this one little plate. 6 sweets are there. Pick your sweet, 1, maybe 2. No, you want to try everything. You want to put everything. You want to see, can I be that awareness and also be limited? Can I be also? You can't have everything. If I want to grow beard, I have to grow beard. Then I can't have a nice chin. You can't have both. You can't have both. You can't have multiple things. You can only have specific. You want to attain that Brahman, then you have to give up some other things. Can I enjoy everything? Can I also become Brahman? Can I also experience it just like Ramana Maharshi? Well, are you ready to live like Ramana Maharshi? Giving up everything else? No. Then you haven't reached there yet. You have only got one leg of the stool. The knowledge of the truth. You seem to have built your intelligence to get that. But you still have 2 more legs of that stool to be lost. Which is that? Which is basically vasana kshaya. Akshaya means continuous. Kshaya means limited. You have to make your vasanas, your mental tendencies. Automatically a teenager, when a woman passes by, even the age doesn't matter. The teenager's eyes will go where it needs to go because he's teenager. 18, 17, 16, somewhere in that. Because teenagers look like that. And some lecherous old people are like that. We can't help. That is their vasana has not dropped. When your dosa is not done, you will not stop at 1.5 dosa. You want one more dosa, you want one more dosa, you want 4 more idlis. Until it is done, it is not done. With food, we can at least say, okay, my belly is full. But there are other things that is, you want to rest and continue, rest and continue, rest and continue. How many Spider-Mans have been made and how many Spider-Mans will be made? It will be continuously being made only. I've been seeing for 20 years so many Spider-Man movies. Across the universe itself, there is only Spider-Man. Anyway, that's just a comical way of saying things. Okay, so this is what is happening. You are not done with Vasanakshaya. Then where is Mano Nasha? Your Manos is always in Laya. You are enjoying art, you are enjoying this, you are enjoying that, you are enjoying. Then mind likes to be in Laya. There is one place where Mano Laya can give liberation, that is in good music, but that music you have to choose, not any other. So generally Manolaya means in sensoriness the mind is distilled. It is not coming out of it. So anyway, so what does Annamalai Swami says? Annamalai Swami says, look, when you are in the dark, you see a snake or you see something lying there. You think it is a snake. When you put a torch, you discover that it is not snake. It is rope. Again, next day you come, there will be a doubt. Maybe this is a snake now. No, it is not a snake. Only when you put the torch. So every time you want to confirm that, you have to put a torch and see. Every time you want to see that you have that affinity to that Shiva, you have to work that. Till a point comes when you take that rope and put it on your shoulder. Then you are never confused because you know that what is on my rope shoulder is not a snake but a rope that was lying in the garden. Now I have it. So you are with that. So where are you with it? You have to be within. You can't be everywhere else. Not do the, being there in that mode is the sattvic mind. That's what Annamalai Swami says. And he's all right. Being always in this thought is the sattvic mind. If your mind wants to hit, punch, that is rajasic. If your mind wants to sleep continuously, doze, that is tamasic, or eat a lot, all those tamasic, So if you are in those mode, you aren't done with this intense play. That's what it is. So, when you get to this, you get to realize that. We don't think we are the aeroplane when we are flying. So don't think this body is you. You are a resident of this body. Right now, this awareness, whoever is listening to this minute from this side is the same awareness that is there behind as the mountain, the Shiva himself. And that is just a manifest, like a center of a circle just to give the stillness. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva.